My love, I will hold on to your touch till there's nothing left of us. Save you from this life in the cold weight and the Rockies touch won't take away our love. Save you from this life.
Hey guys, probably some of you know me in regards to the triathlon videos which I have been uploading on the last years. Today I'm starting a project which I wanted to call it Try a New Sport Today, and as I am doing it, like, I want you to probably try new sports. Today it was the turn for the cross country. We are in Switzerland, in St. Moritz, and we have just done the Engadin Ski Marathon. I will give you some tips on the way to Zurich. I'm going to look for the route now on the TomTom, on the GPS, but just bear in mind that I'm going to do this on a regular basis. We are going to try a new sport, and I will give you the tips in case you want to go. Now is the turn of the Engadin. Next trip is going to be to Paris-Roubaix. It's going to be about cycling, and there will be more sports: cross triathlon, running, probably surfing. And this is the first video, and I want to explain that I'm not an expert in those sports, but I believe like cross training is good, and I'm going to try, or at least try to learn and show you about the experience. So if you want to follow me to Zurich, I will give you the tips on the way to Zurich. Let's look for the road. Why St. Moritz and why Engadin Ski Marathon? I remember having seen a documentary about Norman Foster, which actually he has been entering this race for really long. The documentary was called How Much Weights You're Building, Mr. Foster, and I was getting really passionate about the idea of racing it somewhere. I started to ski 2 years ago to do my first winter triathlon, and that's the reason why I pick up this race. About the cross country, sports-wise, I will say that I would recommend you to practice cross country because of mainly two reasons. One, it really connects you with nature. Probably in some of the countries where you live, it's not that possible to do it. For example, I live in Spain, and we tend to find difficult to do cross country because it snows really in high altitude. And the second reason will be like it doesn't stress your joints. It's really good training in altitude, and you use it per season. So it doesn't matter what sports you do, cross country ski is gonna keep you really, really fit. About Engadin Ski Marathon, I would say that it's really important like to book in advance. I want to recommend you that you don't necessarily need to book in St. Moritz. It's really good connections by train, and it's gonna be a bus in the race day. The race starts in Maloja and it ends in El Shaf near Swok. So in whatever town in Engadin Valley that you stay, is gonna be fine. Second important thing is about which kind of ski are you gonna use, classic or skating. There's it's a different ski, and it's important to choose really well the poles. No matter which ski you bring, remember that in the start line you are going to be standing in up, and it's really important like to have the two skis sticked, like the ones I have here on the back area and on the upper area. This is gonna help you to transport them. On the race day, important to check the weather to decide your clothing, sunscreen, and hydrate yourself, and do a good nutrition. Technically, it's not a really difficult race, but it has some technical points, some downhills on the forest, some technical uphills, so get ready to prepare your technique and don't come here to do a race or to do cross country for your first time, because maybe it's not a good experience. But if you more or less have a good level, this is a really beautiful race. The staff, the people who's organizing the race, is really professional. You are going to be helped every time. People really makes you feel in the race, and Another thing that has really surprised me, and I don't know if it's in a good or bad way, is that St. Moritz is built up around luxury. It's not something that I dislike, but if you come to this race, focus on the mountain, focus on the sport, and to me, I don't necessarily need that luxury. If you want to enjoy a really good cross-country race, if you want to start to do cross-country, start to train and prepare for next Engadin Marathon, which will be in March 2016. I probably will be there again, and next video on the channel will be about Paris-Roubaix. So see us in a few weeks. Ciao.
My love